Hi everyone, I made a lot of videos about making games with Godot, and I still doing it. So I got an idea to make a game in Scratch. Wait, you don't know Scratch? Scratch is an online platform where users can make games, stories, and animation. It's uses visual programming. I did make Pong in Godot, and I got another idea, which is why don't I make Pong in Scratch from scratch? And yeah, that's it. So the goals of this video are: first, learn Scratch from scratch. Second, make the game in Scratch. Third, to get biggest likes on this video, hit the like button. That's really helped me. First, learn Scratch from scratch. I have no idea about Scratch, just I know that you can make a game on it. So if you don't know something, will you research about it? I watched a playlist on YouTube about learning Scratch for kids. What the fuck? I'm not a kid! It's a very good playlist that makes you from zero to hero in Scratch. I just wanna see it one day. From zero to hero. Man. Just watching the playlist, it doesn't mean that you are learning. You have to practice. So after watching a few videos, I start working on the Pong game. First, I made an account in Scratch. Then, I made a new project. And yeah, start practicing. What the fuck is this? So creating a new project for Pong game, importing the images from the previous game in Godot, which is Pong. You didn't watch it? Man, after this video, you have to watch it. I didn't know how to import images in Scratch. It takes me exactly 5 minutes. That's a lot of time, man. After importing the images and setting the background, now it's time for coding. It's block coding. Is that right? Block coding. First thing, I start with the control of the movement of the blue player. So adding some blocks of code. Now the blue player can move right by 10 steps each time he pressed the right arrow. And duplicate the block of code for the left movement. It's not Y direction, it's X. Yes! Man, I made the player move in Scratch from scratch. Doing the same as for the yellow player by drag and drop the block of code to the yellow player. Man, Scratch is easy to learn. And changing the keys that the yellow player will use to move. Man, look! I can move them both in the same time. Isn't that great? No? Okay. After the movement of the players, now I have to make the ball move in random direction and collide with the players, which is an easy thing to do in Scratch. Man, this is so good. But there is a problem, which is when the ball collides with a player, it changes its direction to 180 degrees. And that's not looking like a Pong game. The solution is to subtract the direction of the ball from 180 degrees. Now it's looking like the Pong game. Isn't that so cool? Finally, the score system, which is an easy thing to do in Scratch from scratch. Adding variables for the blue player and the yellow player for their score. Make it start from 0 and increase by 1 if the ball's position in the Y direction greater than 140. This will make the blue score increase by 1. And the same as for the yellow player, but it's negative 140. And yeah, that's it. Now the Pong is ready to play. And that's how I made Pong in Scratch from scratch. Scratch is a free tool to learn programming and game development, and I see it as a fun tool to make games with it. And don't disrespect Scratch, it's a really powerful tool, and you can make huge games with it. To see the games made by Scratch, go to their website and browse the game in there. So, leave your comment below about this video. And if you want to see me making Pong in Godot, click on this video. And as always, until then, keep it simple.